Hello everybody and welcome back to the Pokestraya YouTube channel. I am Jordan Barefoot and today we're going to be looking at a Mega Mewtwo Y deck on PTCGO. But before I get into that, there's something I need to talk about, and that was what happened with yesterday's video. Now, some of you may have seen it. I'm not sure too many people did. I think the video had like 15 views or something before it got taken down. So basically on Friday is when I attempt to upload an anime or a video game featured video. So I recorded this video on Pokemon Sun and Moon. I did the top 5 features I don't want in the new games. I spent 2 hours editing, which is a lot longer than what I do on these videos. And then something happened when I exported and put it up onto YouTube. Basically during the edits I had sections where there'd be like 3 different images on the screen at one point, and when that went onto YouTube, for some reason they all got moved into the corner. I'm not too sure what happened. I tried to fix it today, but every time I tried to re-export it and produce it, it was just doing the same thing over and over. So I figured I would just leave it, trash it, try it again next week, and I'll film it earlier, so if the problem arises I can fix it before then. So sorry about the no upload yesterday. Hopefully we can get back into the swing of things and have a video for you every single day. So today I'm just going to play a random PTCGO game. As always, it's my backup plan. So we're going to be taking a look at a Mega Mewtwo Y deck. Mega Mewtwo Y was one of the cards that I never really tested until recently, and I really love playing this card. I knew the card was good, but I just never bothered to really give it a go. I did feature it in my Road to Cities series, which is up in the channel, so go and check that out. I looked at a Yveltal Zoroark Mewtwo deck. That was pretty good. Today this is a bit more straightforward and a bit easier to grasp. It's kind of just straight Mewtwo with a little bit of a twist. So basically this Mega Mewtwo Y has the attack Psychic Infinity, which does 30 for each energy attached to both active Pokemon, plus 10 base damage, and it doesn't affect weakness or resistance. So straight away this is doing 70 just based off your 2 energy attachments. It's got the Psychic weakness and 2 retreat costs, 210 HP. So there are a couple of things automatically that kind of make this card a bit iffy to play. One of which being the Psychic weakness, being weak to Pumpkaboo is not good, and 210 HP makes it easy for Pumpkaboo to get the knockouts. But anyway, this Psychic Infinity attack is really powerful, and I didn't really understand how quickly it could get powered up. There are a lot of ways to get this thing doing a lot of damage each turn, taking 1 turn knockouts. Pretty straightforward deck. So I play a 330 line. I obviously play this Mewtwo here, Scattershot Mewtwo. Not only does it have Scattershot to do 30 times the number of Psychic Energy if you've just built a bunch of Psychic Energy on it, but it's also got the attack damage change, which switches all damage counters on this Pokemon with your opponent's active Pokemon. This is probably the main way of never losing to Regice, is just continuously damage changing until they burn something else that you can Lysander, or until they deck out. So basically what happens with the Regice thing is you just heal your damage off of it. So every 70 that they do, you just heal. So one way that we can pull this combination off is with Shrine of Memories, which just allows us to play use attacks from our previous evolutions. So if you've got this thing on, it's got 200 damage, you can damage change, swapping that 200 off onto the opponent's active Pokemon, taking whatever they have. So another interesting card that you may see here is Seismitoad. Now, I really like Mega Mewtwo Y, and I think this could be just a 4-4 Mega Mewtwo deck. However, I decided to put in this Seismitoad because it's a pretty cheap 2 energy attack cost, stops items, and it's fantastic against Night March, which I think is this deck's main and probably only weakness. I think it can get around almost everything else. So this Quaking Punch really helps against the Night March match. Just to lock them out of items as quickly as possible is fantastic. So that's why I play the 2 Seismitoad in there. Then play 1 Hooper just to get the EX Pokemon that we need. We do play a lot of EX Pokemon, in fact only EX Pokemon. You may also, if you wanted to, drop a Seismitoad for the Jirachi promo. I don't think it matters too much. I think I prefer having 2 Toads. And then we have 2 Shaman just for the setup draw. Moving on to our items, we got 2 Battle Compressor. These are mainly to dump energies and a supporter to VF Seeker, but mainly our energies so that we can Mega Turbo them back on. So we play 4 Mega Turbos. This just allows us to attach a basic energy from our discard pile to one of our Megas. So this is really how this deck can get powered up so quickly. First turn, if you attach a double colors to this Mewtwo, next turn you Mega Evolve, and you attach another double colors to this Mewtwo, and then you can Mega Turbo once. that is like straight away doing 170 damage. No, it's not right. It's doing a lot of damage. We'll just put it there. I don't think it's 170, I think it's like 160 or something, I'm not too sure. And then we have the 1 max potion here as well. This is really just in case a lot of damage gets put on the board quickly. Again, Night March can be a real problem, so let's say you start first, and you start with Seismitoad up, and they don't quite get the knockout, but they like Night March you for 160 or 170 with Fighting Fury. You can just max potion all that damage off, and swing away. Then play 1 town map. I really like having this in here just so we can grab the prize cards we need, because we say it plays such a thin Pokemon line, it's crucial to get the stuff we need quickly. Then play 4 Trainers Mail just to help with accelerating the deck speed. 4 Ultra Ball, pretty standard, just dropping our hand to get Shamans to set up for a lot, or even dropping our hands to get Hoopers, so then we can get like a Mewtwo, a Toad, and a Shaman. There's lots of uses for Ultra Balls, and there's just no reason not to play 4. 4 VS Seekers just to get back our supporters. We do play kind of a thick supporter line in my opinion. We've got the 1 AZ, 1 Hex, 1 Judge, 1 Skylar, and 1 06, so they're our 1-ofs, and there's a lot of them. So AZ is just to either pick up and reuse Hooper, pick up and reuse Shaman, pick up a damaged Toad, or even a damaged Mewtwo. Hex Maniac, you originally played 2 in here, did scrap it to 1. I do like having 2, I think it would be very good to have 2, but I think 1 is okay at the moment. We'll see how we go with that. I might bump it back up to 2. Just locking out abilities for Return is fantastic. 1 Judge, just Disruption. I also tried to play Ace Trainer in here just because one of the ECC decks played a very similar Mewtwo build, and they played the Ace Trainer. I thought, I wonder if that'll work, but I prefer Judge, honestly. Just, I find myself never falling behind with this deck. Maybe it's just I haven't had a really tough matchup yet. I have played this 3 times online. I versed a Mega Ray, a Fairy deck, and Night March. I've won all 3 of those games, so hopefully we can continue that streak. We got the 2 Lysander here just to bring up targets that we need. It's pretty standard. 4 Sycamore just to draw cards, and I'll also touch on Skylar and Xerosic. Xerosic's in here just as a little bit of a disruption. I didn't originally play this as what it took a Hex out for. I felt like just getting rid of things like Fighting Fury Bell, Bursting Balloon maybe, any tools that are on there or any special energies that you want to get rid of. Skylar's in here. I don't really play Skylar in a lot of decks, but I actually really like having it in here just to grab either Spirit Links or Mega Turbos or even Shrine of Memories. Whatever I need I can grab with Skylar. Then play 3 Shrine of Memories, I touched on these earlier, just so we can use these damage change attack. That's pretty straightforward. 1 Floatstone, 3 Spirit Links, and 1 Muscle Band. So the Floatstone is really because a lot of these things, like mainly Hooper and Toad, get Lysandered a lot. So by chucking on a Floatstone when that happens, you can just retreat back into your Mewtwo and start swinging away. The 1 Muscle Band's mainly in here for Toad, just being able to hit for 50 is a little bit better. Take like 1-hit knockouts on Zubats and stuff so they don't get a chance to evolve. That's why I decided to play the 1 Muscle Band. Can also help if you're going up against Giratina and you want to like Scattershot for a bit more. So it's just nice to have it in here. I think doing the extra 20, I debated between this and Giovanni's, and I decided on this just because I didn't want to play so many one-off supporters. Moving on to our energies, we got 4 double colors and 6 psychic energy. So that is our Mega Mewtwo Y deck with Seismitoad. We're going to give this a try in a couple of games and see how we go. Alrighty, and here we are for a game. So hopefully we can get a couple of good matchups in. So my opponent's playing Fighting Sleeves. I don't know if that necessarily indicates they're playing a fighting deck. If they are, a lot of the times Psychic does have the advantage, of course. Mega Mewtwo does not affect weakness. I made that mistake in my previous Mega Mewtwo deck. However, the basic Mewtwo does. So if it's against the Lucario match, we might just be able to use Scattershot a couple of times. But I think even still, just to make us fine. We'll find out what my opponent's playing shortly, I guess. Okay, so we are going to get the Seismitoad. Our opening hand is not very good. Hopefully we can get something good off our Trainer's Mail. I will Battle Compressor before I do that, obviously, just to thin the deck of any cards I don't want to see in my Trainer's Mail. Alrighty. Okay, so I think I'm going to Battle Compressor probably away 2 energies into Sycamore. The reason for that, okay, so we see Garchomp. Oh, I don't know about this match. I have not tested against Garchomp, so we can just Battle Compressor. So we will drop energy, and the Sycamore. I probably should have got rid of Judge. I was just thinking about it, and I probably would have preferred to Judge this turn if possible. We don't even see that. We do see the Ultra Ball. We'll take that. I think I want to keep the double colors, so I'll just get rid of Mega Mewtwo and the Lysander. We'll take a Hooper if it's in here. Yes, it is. Oh, not that one. So take the Hooper just so we can take like 2 Mewtwo's and actually maybe 1 Mewtwo, 1 Toad and a Shaman. I think Toad's going to be quite helpful in here just to stop rare candies. Could slow my opponent down a bit more. So we'll take the Toad, the Shaman and the Mewtwo. So yeah, I think Toad's going to be quite useful in here. Unfortunately it doesn't have the weakness on the Garchomp line, but it's still pretty good in here. So we'll put the Mewtwo and the Seismitoad down, and then we can Shaman to draw 5. Hopefully we can draw into a Judge. I'd really like to judge my opponent first turn. Just kind of leave them with a bad hand. Alright, so we're going to Shaman to draw 5. We get the Spirit Link. So it did hit the VS Seeker. I don't think I'm going to play it. I think I'm just going to Hex this turn and see what my opponent can pull off. Pass turn. Alrighty, so next turn I got the double colors for another Toad. I can then VS Seeker for the Sycamore. Alright, so another Gibble's coming down. Muscle Band. So this just stops them from dropping any Shamans or anything. Alright, so they're just going to power up that bench Gibble. Okay, so they didn't really get anything. I'm tempted to just VS Seeker. No, we'll just... Well... I don't know, is it really that important for me? No, screw it. We'll just go for this Sycamore here. I was thinking about either Lysandering or Hexing, but I don't think it's going to matter too much. We do see the Max Potion in hand, so if anything happens to our Toad next turn, we can just Max Potion and go for the Town Map. I was really hoping to hit the Muscle Band. Okay, so those are our prize cards there. And now we can just Quaking Punch for 30 damage. This may evolve this turn, probably not though. I feel like if they were going to evolve, it would be this one on the bench here that is going to evolve. So another Fighting comes down, Hawlucha comes down, and Sycamore. So dropping a Max Potion and a Garchomp and a Lysander. And then they're just going to pass turn, so we are going to knock out this Gibble this turn. Oh, actually, you know what I might do is I'm going to spread the damage and target down this one. Just because I think this could be a bit of a threat later on in the game if I give it time to power up. By shutting it down now, it's going to help me quite a lot. So we're just going to Lysander this Gibble. We got the Sycamore in hand for next turn. And then we're just going to Quaking Punch this one instead. Alright, so even if they do manage to pull out a Gabite, it's still pretty easy knockout on this bench one. Alright, so my opponent is going to be able to use Never Enough this turn if they don't evolve. Alright, so if they do evolve, I'm going to need to hit a Muscle Band, which I think is still in deck. I've got the Lysander there, so as long as we don't see a Delinquent drop, we should be fine, hopefully. I wish I had a Spirit Link on that other Mewtwo though. No, that's fine. My hand's looking pretty good at this point. I think being able to item lock my opponent straight away has been pretty good. They probably got the stuff to get the rare candy into the Garchomp, but they just don't have a way around this item lock, which is fantastic for me. What do we have in our prize cards again? 2 Psychic, Spirit Link, and Skybar. So I think I dropped my other Spirit Link early on in the game. No, I did not. Alright, so there still is a Spirit Link. We're getting a Lysander here on our Shaman. That's a little frustrating. Hopefully I can find a way to retrieve that. If not, we're going to be stuck here with our Shaman, and that will give my opponent plenty of time to play their items. They're going to drop the Focus Sash. Alright, so I draw the VS Seeker. I could just get the AZ. Oh, I don't have the AZ in there. No, I thought I did. I'm just going to go for the Sycamore. Hopefully I should be able to draw into A energy. We draw into the Float Zone, which is fine. Actually, I'm just going to energy drop and retreat like that. We're going to train as well, hope to hit a Muscle Band. We see Ultra Ball. I'm just going to leave Ultra Ball for the time being. I don't think there's much of a point having it in, and my opponent actually concedes that one. So let's jump in and have a second game with this deck. Alrighty, so here we go for game number 2. I did not catch a glimpse of what my opponent is playing. We get to call a flip, we'll just go tails. Like always, and we do actually win the flip, so we'll go first. So usually in this matchup, when you play this deck, you just want to go first. Ooh, we're starting with Shaman, that sucks. And not the best of hands. Well, this is interesting. And we're going against Mega Ray. Mega Ray with Dark Energy, so this is probably Zoroark. I don't know if they play Evil Toll like I did on my last video. They could. Well, they'd be pretty cool. Okay, so I think it was Mega Ray. I was just making the assumption based off the Winona and the Skyfield. Alright, so we do get to draw an extra card. VS Seeker is not much help. My opponent also starts Shaman. I'll hold off from playing that. Alright, so we are going to just Trainer's Mail now. And we see the Sycamore. Okay. I don't really like doing that. I'm dropping a lot from my hand at this point. And we see a Toad, a Hooper, a Spirit Link. Okay, so I'm just gonna put the double colors down onto the Shaman and Sycamore. That sucks. I really didn't want to get rid of the 2 VS Seekers. But we do get some. Okay, we get the Mewtwo down, which is fine. And then I'm just gonna pass turn. Alright, so hopefully next turn I can get the Spirit Link down, I can get a couple of things going. I don't know if I want to Sky Return. If my opponent doesn't get anything going this turn, I might be able to win next turn. If I get some crazy draws. That is, I would need to get the Mega with 4 energies on to get the knockout onto the Shaman. Unless they attach energies to the Shaman, then it'll make it a bit easier on my part. But we'll see how we go. I mean, it's not impossible to get 4 energy onto this thing. I've only dropped 1 Mega Turbo, got the 2 energies in there, so all I need is a double colors and 2 Mega Turbos. Alright, so we're going to see Xerosic getting rid of Battle Compressor getting rid of Xerosic and AZ and the Dark Energy. So I have a feeling this may actually be the Evil Toll build. So that's kind of cool. I don't really see that too often on PTCGO. We're going to see the Ultra Ball getting rid of a Trainer's Mail and the Megaphone. So my opponent must have a supporter in hand, I'm assuming. Or even VS Seeker for that AZ. So we're going to see the Hooper. Alright, so my opponent's definitely got a couple of things right now. Which kind of sucks. I don't know how I fare against Mega Ray. I have beaten it before, but we'll see how fast-paced this deck is. Alright, so we see 2 Rays and a Shaman. So that means they don't have the Spirit Links in hand, otherwise they would have got the Mega Ray as well. Unless they're playing Dragon build, but I don't see why you would ever play Dragon build. Alright, so there are the Spirit Links, so that's weird why they... Oh, they already had the Mega. Okay, that makes a bit more sense. Alright, we're going to see the Skyfield and a Shaman for 6. It's really cool for my opponent to hit that. We do have the Shining Memories, so I can counter-state him if they bench a bunch of stuff. I just kind of want the Shaman to stay in the active position. I have a feeling it won't be staying in the active, but if it does, I'm going to be quite happy about that. I'll be able to potentially get a knockout on it. Let's see what my opponent drew off that Shaman for 6. Alright, we're going to see an Ultra Ball, wait, Evil Toll and Double Color. So they are playing the Evil Toll variant of this deck. They're probably going to take either another Hooper or a Shaman. Alrighty. So, next turn I need to get some insanely good draws. I hope they take the Hooper, yeah they do. So hopefully with this, they kind of fill their bench up a little bit more. They'll probably take Mega Ray, Shaman, and another Ray, I did guess. Or maybe even like a... If they play Lugia or something, I don't know. I don't think they'd play Lugia in here. But we'll probably just see 2 Ray, Shaman, and a Mega Ray. Alright, that was what I was expecting to see. So my opponent really does not want to leave this Shaman in the active. They want to go into the Mega. They want to be able to Emerald Break my Shaman this turn. I'm really hoping that doesn't happen. So we're going to see another Ray come down. Double Colors comes down. If they've got the Mega Turbo this turn and a way of switching their Shaman, then they are going to pull it off, which is going to suck. It's going to suck for me because then I do drop 2 prize cards. And I really need to get into the prize card lead here. So we're going to see a Trainer's Mail for the Mega Turbo. So they have the Mega Turbo. So they've got a way of switching the Shaman. They'd play probably 2 VS Seekers, I'd guess. Not 2 VS Seekers. 2 either Floatstone or Switch or something. So let's hope that doesn't come down. VS Seeker. They haven't played a Sporty yet, have they? For the AZ. Okay. Oh no! God damn it. Alright, so I don't think there's any way I can get out of this. This is a glitch that keeps happening to me on PTCGO, where I just get stuck behind this screen. So I've got to concede this game and play another one. Alright, well, sorry about that. Sorry to my opponent if they're by some chance watching this video. I don't think there's a way I can get out of this. I've had this problem happen to me before, and I don't think there's a way of doing it. Basically what happens is I looked into my opponent's discard pile and I went to page 2. They took a card out of there, which made there no page 2, and now I'm stuck. So I'm just going to have to concede this game and do another one. And here we go for game 3. It's a bit shame I didn't get to finish that Mega Ray. Ooh, there's a lot of different stuff going in my opponent's deck. So I don't know if that's like maybe Ho-Oh? I doubt it, but it's probably just some random deck. We'll find out. I saw Psychic, Fire, I think, Water, I don't know. We'll find out shortly. My opponent is choosing who goes first. Hopefully this is a good game, so we can just kind of leave it at this one. If not, we'll play one more. My opponent does have the Pokemon 20th anniversary sleeves, which are very good looking, and I don't think I got them. I don't even know how to get them. I don't know if they're on the store or anything, or you just kind of got them for logging in. I'm not too sure. I don't really care. I don't play with sleeves, obviously. So we are going to start Shaman. Fantastic. But my hand's not too bad. Hopefully I can pull off like an AZ this turn to pick up this Shaman. Get it out of the active. I think I'm going second though, so. Alright, so. I've got a couple of ways of getting Hooper out and all this. Oh, we see Houndoom. Is this Houndoom Mill? I saw Psychic though, so this is probably Mega Houndoom. I don't know. If it's Mega Houndoom, I should be fine. Like, I've got enough HP to survive a... I don't even know what Mega Houndoom's attack is called. All I know is Melting Horns. Alright, so we're going into an energy. We're just going to go... Shrine of Memories here. I also play the Seismitoad. This could be quite interesting. We're going to Transmail. Either want to see Battle Compressor or AZ. We'll take that AZ. Thank you very much. I'm going to Ultra Ball. We'll get rid of Psychic and the AZ just because I can VS Seeker. We'll take the Hooper. Grabbing a couple of good things. We'll take Hooper. There it is. So I'm going to take a Mewtwo, a Toad, and a Shaman here. Actually, I don't think I'll take the Shaman because I'm going to get this Shaman back. So I might just take the Toad, Mewtwo, and maybe another Toad because the other 2 Mewtwo's are in the prize cards, which sucks, but nothing I can do about that. Alright, so we'll just put all these things down onto the bench. I think Toad's going to become useful if I can get the Muscle Band on it. If I can pull the Toad off this turn, that'd be fantastic. We'll just put Spirit Link, VS Seeker for AZ, AZ the Shaman, and then we're going to be able to set up to draw 5. We can go into the Toad as well. So if I can get a double colors in the Muscle Band, that'd be great. I'd be doing 100 to this Houndoom and really throwing my opponent off. Okay, so we do see the double colors. See the Trainer's Mail. Just going to get the town map here. I don't have another Mewtwo to put that Spirit Link on, so it's kind of irrelevant to put that, to grab that. So we're just going to try a town map here. So what do we have? 2 Mewtwo's of double colors, Hex, VS Seeker, and Ultra Ball in the prize cards. And I'm just going to Quaking Punch now for 60 and locking my opponent out of items. So I did whiff on the Muscle Band. If I got that, that would have been really helpful. Just because now this thing is going to be a 3-turn knock-in no matter what I get. Unless they Mega, then it'll be a bit longer. So we're going to see another Sycamore, or the first Sycamore. Getting rid of Artillery, so I feel like this is probably Houndoom Mill, but you never really know. Remoraid comes down. And the Mega, so this is not Houndoom Mill. We draw into a Battle Compressor, which which is interesting. We can play that down. Get rid of Psychic. I'm actually going to drop a Mega just because I don't think I'm going to need more than the 2. If I can even pull the other one off. What do I have in my discard at this point? And my opponent concedes. Fantastic. We'll play one last game with this deck and see how we go on that one. So hopefully we could get just one good game out of this deck. Oh boy, this is going to be a lengthy video. Here we go for the 4th game. Alright, so my opponent's got the advantage playing just a Soul Water deck. Probably Greninja Break. We get to call the flip, we'll get Tails. I don't think Greninja Break's any good against this deck. I think we just kind of run over Greninja Break, especially if we item off them. But I suppose we'll find out. So they've also got the 20th anniversary sleeves. Am I the only person on this program without them? Or do I have them and I just don't know about it? Oh well. I don't really care. It's got Charizard and not Blastoise, so they're not cool. Alright, so we're gonna mulligan. Happens quite a lot with this deck. We're gonna mulligan again. And we're gonna start with Seismitoad. So if this is Greninja Break, they are screwed. My hand's not fantastic, but I do have the Judge. Am I starting? I don't know if I'm going first or second. And we see Remoraid come down, so I'm assuming at this point Greninja Break. Like, that is the number one thing going through my head, is that they're playing Greninja Break. Oh, not that. Psychic and a Sycamore. I'm going to first turn Judge them here. I have a feeling that that may help me quite a bit. They're not going to, unless they Wally for Artillery, but that'd be dumb. Oh, wow. I couldn't have got some worse cards off that. I'm just going to go Psychic onto the Seismitoad and pass turn. Well, my opponent's not going to really have anything set up for about the 2nd or 3rd turn, so I do have some time to wait. I'm going to see the level ball here. Probably, if they take a Froakie, then I know what it is. If they take something, yeah, so they're playing Greninja Break. So I really need to get this Quaking Punch going as soon as possible. Hopefully we can draw into like a VS Seeker for the Sycamore, or even just a Sycamore, or something that we can play. I'm going to see a Dive Ball, probably take another Froakie. No, they're going to take Greninja, okay. Well, okay, so there's the Wally, that makes sense. I was a bit confused as to why they would take that Greninja when they won't be able to Rare Candy. So they're going to Wally. They could retreat and order duplicates. They don't have that though. And we draw into an Ultra Ball, thank God for that. I'm going to drop the Shrine and the Xerosic. I just kind of want to keep the Mega Mewtwo for now. Come on. Don't lag on me. Alright, so I'm going to take a Hooper. Just grab some Mewtwo's, maybe another Toad and a Shaman. It seems like the logical thing to do. Please let me get another Shaman. Okay, so I don't know if I want to take the 2 Mewtwo's or... Actually, I think I might want to take the 2 Mewtwo's. So the only unfortunate thing about this matchup is playing Shamans. So I really don't want to leave Shaman on the bench. If I can AZ it, I will. So I'm going to take the 2 Mewtwo's and a Shaman. As I said, Greninja Break just kind of runs over Shaman, so hopefully I won't have to leave this Shaman out for very long. We're going to be able to draw 5 off that. Okay, so we get a couple of things from here. I'm just going to go double colors down here. Ultra Ball away, the Mega and the Sycamore. Doesn't really matter, I'm going to be playing Sycamore this turn. I'm going to take another Seismitoad, just in case we need some more Quaking Punch going on. And then I'm just going to Sycamore to drop my hand and draw 7. Alrighty, so I really want to get some Spirit Links going into these Mewtwo's. There's a Spirit Link. I got the VS Seeker in hand, so I wouldn't have taken that. I also draw into a Hex, which can be useful next turn. And I'm going to transmit for AZ as well, so the AZ is really just for Shaman. Alright, and then we can just Quaking Punch down, looking my opponent out of items. I don't think I want to Hex next turn. I think I want to wait one turn before I do that, when Greninja Break is actually going to come down. Oh, actually, I don't know, maybe I'll just AC the Shaman, because then they can't really get the quick knockout on that. So that sounds like something I'll do. Okay, so pretty much planned out my next time. I'm just going to attach double colours to probably the Mewtwo and then Mega Evolve that Mewtwo. And then AZ the Shaman and just Quaking Punch. There's no real reason for me to draw into any cards. I don't think this Remoraid is going to evolve this turn. Let's hope not anyway. If they do get the Octillery, it just kind of just delays me a bit. I'll still be able to knock it out quickly. And they do get the Octillery. And I know they got the Greninja in hand, so they'll probably play that too. And then Abyssal Hand for 3. So I'm just really hoping they don't get another Wally onto the Greninja. Break. My opponent concedes. Well, I'm just going to leave it there. I can really not be bothered playing another game with this. I've went through 4 games now. And one of them screwed up, so I'm sorry about that. But that's just how it goes sometimes. Unfortunately, I didn't really get a super good matchup. That was a lengthy game, but apparently this one took 5 minutes. So they probably have been lengthy and I just haven't realized it. Thank you for watching as always. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to give us a like, subscribe to the channel, head over to our Facebook page, give us a like there too. That's very appreciated. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.